And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that duct tape. Finally, we get to watch an entire duct tape without it being interrupted. We made it. We did make it in the end, and we have, again, something a little bit special. We do this every now and then. You know, every couple of weeks, we accumulate a bunch of viewer replay redemptions, and we try to have like a viewer replay cast, so we go through all the replays that we have been accumulating over the past 2 weeks. Here on the Cranky Ducklings. Again, there are plenty of VODs available on our Twitch and on our YouTube channel with everything that we've covered already. A lot of viewer replays, and it's always a lot of fun. Always a lot of good fun. Always a treat to get some insight on what everyone's been doing on the ladder. I'm shaking my head. But we have our first one here for us. Again, so far we have 3 replays to go over, and if you do want to redeem your own, there is that option available in the chat if you so wish. Don't feel pressured to. It's just, if you have anything you want to share, you can do so. You can do so in the Twitch chat, as we do have a very interesting replay here. So I have no idea what happens in these replays, and the title says you can't come in. Oh boy. So it's gonna be a TVP between Saundo and a Barcode Terran, and I imagine someone is gonna turtle hard. Is it gonna be the Protoss or the Terran, or both? Oh boy. I am concerned, a little bit concerned, but here we go. We're just diving on into this. For those curious, I believe Saundo, he's currently in Gold League, which just goes to show that barcodes are a thing in every single league, regardless if you're bronze, silver, gold, diamond, masters. There are barcodes everywhere. Lovely. And here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our red Terran player. It is Senor Barcode. Bienvenidos, papi. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss, the Australian Protoss, one of our viewers in the chat, and we even casted them earlier today in the tournament itself, representing Clan Bud Air. It is Saundo. Senor Saundo. Vámonos, vámonos. And we've already seen Saundo against Protoss. We even saw, just against Protoss, against Dave Testa earlier in the tournament. Meanwhile, we are going for some proxy Raxes. Let's go. It's going to be a proxy 2 Rax here from our Barcode Terran player. Now it makes sense why they are a Barcode. Interesting, it's going to be 1 Rax back at home, and looking to be 2 Raxes across the map. So a 3 Rax in total. Personally, I'm not too fond of this. Like, if you're committing this much, if you're going for a proxy 3 Rax, or if you're going for 3 Raxes, may as well just throw all 3 of them down across the map. We'll see if he can wall off and keep this hidden. That would be a reason to try to do this. And so it is. The 3rd Rax is thrown down. Saundo going to be dipping into the main base. Going to get eyes on the first Rax across the map. Dips into the main. He will see the gases as well. And I wonder if Saundo can piece together that we are missing a couple of things, and that eventually this 3rd CC is just not going to be thrown down. In general, Saundo typically delays additional gateways, so this actually could be devastating. Like, I'm really concerned for Saundo with what he will have left, as he is walled into his own, or into the main base of the Barcode Terran, which means he can't actually see if there's an expansion or not. Oh. So it's all making sense here for our red Terran player. Meanwhile, we do have a gas geyser being taken, and no shot. Are we really floating across? No, we're floating across the map. We have a proxy factory. What is going on? Okay, so a couple of things. One, seeing this gas geyser was really perplexing to me. I was like, what's the gas for? Are we gonna go proxy Marauder? That would kind of make sense. But no, there's no add-ons, there's no tech lab, there's no Marauder. We're going for a proxy factory instead. Meanwhile, we're just banking up resources for whatever comes next. We do have additional gases being taken, and yeah, we're just floating across the map. Meanwhile, back at home, Saundo is none the way. He has no idea what's happening. there's some nonsense going on out here, and Saundo has no idea. He's just chilling back at home. We have a safety shield battery on the way. We should be throwing down some tech, but oh, we throw down additional gateways instead. Okay, so a very safe opener here out of Saundo. No Twilight Council, no Robo, and no Stargate. No tech of choice yet. The Marines have been revealed. Bunker is thrown down. The gateway wall is under threat. And what do we have to defend? We have... Ooh, nothing. We have one Adept. That is all we have. A single Adept in the main base. A Pylon is going to go down. And Saundo, he's being forced onto one base. He will lose control of the natural. And with one Adept, he's going to have a hard time dealing with this. Yeah, he will have to give up on this base. I do like he's still mining. Like, we need to... never mind. I was going to say that we need to get as much resources as we can out of the natural. And we did for a moment, but we're going to be pulling back into the main base. And here we go. 2 more gateways on the way. A forge for cannons. Not a bad choice. It is going to take a while for this to go down. Meanwhile, the tank has arrived. Did we throw down an eBay? No. We threw down an eBay for a turret. And we will take control of the natural. Meanwhile, Saundo is going to be contained to one base. And how do we come back from this? Well, it's a couple of different things. 1, how does Saundo break free? 2, how does this Terran player push in? As I do think we're being a little bit late here with this tank. First shield battery goes down. Second shield battery should be going down as well. Like, we can just leapfrog the tank forward. Throw down another bunker, another turret. You know, pull a Hon Mono. But I do think that our Terran player here is being too passive. Like, we just took down 2 shield batteries. There's 0 shield batteries, by the way. No shield battery, no overcharge. Only 2 gateway units. With this tank, with 2 tanks, we could 100% push up this ramp and take control of the main. Take control of the production. I do think that our Terran player here, he's missing an opportunity, and Saundo is going double Stargate. Oh, show us the Void Rays, Bappy. Show us the Void Rays. Now we're finally going to be pushing forward, and now that we have high ground vision, but at this point, now the stack defense is done, and yeah, we're being too tentative with these tanks. It was a good start. It was a good start for the Terran, but this follow-up is lacking urgency, and it is allowing Saundo to recover. Saundo was almost dead in the water. Almost dead in the water at this point. We have Void Rays on the way. Stargate, I think it's within range of the tank. Yep, tank can lay siege on the Stargate. The Void Ray is still a ways off. Oh, Saundo forced to engage. Oh my god, taking so many tank shots to the face. No, the Void Ray does arrive, takes out one of the tanks, but it will fall. A bit of miscontrol there out of Saundo, but he did kill a tank, and it's still 1 base versus 1 base. He did take down the tank. Backup tank is on the way. Turrets in production. I would love to see, instead of going for charge, a fleet beacon, a 3rd Stargate, and we start working towards Tempest. That would be amazing. Instead of the Twilight Council and charge. Regardless, they're both viable options. As the Void Ray could even try and get a better angle on this bunker. For now, we're just banking up that Void Ray count. And we have another Rax being thrown down and a CC back at home. So our Terran player, he is looking to transition out of this and expand. Meanwhile, the Void Rays, they go across the map. Saundo, I do like this, actually. Like, considering how many turrets there are in the bunker as well, trying to pick away at this is going to be quite difficult. Not impossible, but very difficult with these Void Rays. So may as well just bypass the army, go across the map, and there is nothing at home to defend. There's 1 turret, and if we focus it down with prismatic alignment, we're just going to be able to wreak havoc in the main base. There's no recall, there's no units. I mean, go for the turret, Bobby, go for it. Here we go, Saundo does dive in. There's the alignment. Up! The repair is too good, the repair is just too good. 1 Void Ray goes down. Clutch repair out of the Terran player. Again, if the repair was any later, then it would have gone down. That was quite close. Now, Saundo is going to be able to deny the eBay at least, and he can deny the gas mining. And the Marines are racing back home. Meanwhile, the Zealots, they break free. They pushed out the Marines. As the Marines backed off, the Zealots, they took advantage of those tanks. The tanks fall. And Saundo, he has shut down this proxy location. All because the Marines left. The Marines! The Barcode Terran was exposed, Bobby. He's going to be losing everything here. And Saundo, he can expand. Work towards those Void Rays. And this Terran player is in a lot of trouble. The reason why, he has Marines, no stim. No stim, no combat shields, no +1, no upgrades. They will kill this Void Ray. But this Zealot army can have its way with these Marines. Especially without bunkers. Everything is floating back home. We're getting into a longer game. We're settling on in. Here we go. Now the wall has been re-established. It is back up and running. Saundo gonna have to back off. Big shout out to Ryu. Ryu, papi. Shout out to Ryu in the chat. Gonna be giving us a raid. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great time. Hope you had a great ladder session. Hope you had a great stream. Gracias, papi, gracias. Ojalá que todo te va bien. As we are just going over some viewer replays. Again, the tournament has ended. Marines are going to be pushing on for the Void Rays. They're stuck on A move, stuck targeting down at that depot, but the Zealots, they rush in. And they will break through this. Yeah, not enough Marines, no stim. And everything will go down. The Raxes have arrived. The boys are being pulled, but there's only SCVs left. Nothing else remains. No Marines. No tanks. Only SCVs and the turrets. But not GG. Not GG. As Saundo will break free, fight back, and he takes the game. Congratulations. Congratulations, Papi. Oh my god. That was wild. That was a very peculiar proxy, and again, I do think that if the Terran player did have a little bit more urgency, that they could have maybe gone into the main base. But likewise, yeah, really well done here by Saundo, having the foresight to send the Void Rays across the map and to recognize as well that the tanks were exposed, that the tanks didn't have the support of the Marines anymore, so the Zealots could just wreak havoc on the low ground and break free. So really well done. Really well done there by Saundo. Really good map awareness, or game sense, I should say. Again, recognizing like opportunities that were granted to you and taking advantage of them. GG, well played. Whew. And that is our first game in the books.